The following episode of Talk Nerdy to Me, while being G-rated, does recognize the existence of an R-rated film. All right, roll.
From Los Angeles, CBS Talk
Nerdy to Me podcast.
First of all, we're minus the good-looking ladies. What happened? Did we not pay the agent fees or something?
It's the same thing that happened in high school is what happened.
It turns out this is really a common theme that runs through our lives.
Did you ever watch really campy movies like from the 70s or the 50s, movies that didn't know that they were being
my
bad?
Wife does.
She does. What does she watch?
And it wasn't 70s, it's more the 80s.
Yeah.
Grease 2.
Oh my goodness.
And thinks it's the
I didn't
best
even know
movie.
there was a Grease 2.
There was, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh my goodness.
There's more romance and rock and roll in Grease 2.
Dirty Dancing and Dirty Dancing 2 Havana Nights.
Oh my goodness. What about Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
So much better than Breakin' 1.
These are classics.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Rudy Ray Moore?
No, who's Rudy Ray?
Rudy Ray Moore is this guy in the 70s who was here in LA, and he made all these really low-budget films.
Oh, he's bad.
Are you going for our artistic tilt?
No.
Oh, then it's not Saturday.
Well, over the weekend we lost a giant of Los Angeles cult cinema. He was 81 years old. He died in Akron, Ohio. He is known by many names, P.D. Wheatstraw,
Dolomite,
the Disco Godfather. He is
Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah, you might not know of Rudy Ray Moore, but here's a clip.
I think that this generation doesn't even have anyone who's even remotely like Rudy Ray Moore. I mean, I would say maybe Samuel L. Jackson would be the closest person, but not even he approaches the just awesomeness that Rudy Ray Moore exhibited in all of his films during that era.
A lot of people don't know that he was really the inspiration for a lot of films to come after that. Not only that, but he basically invented rap before it was called rap.
I guess you certainly could say it, and he kicked people's butts while rapping.
One beautiful day in the merry month of May, the great Titanic sailed away.
Really exaggerated kung fu.
Oh, yeah.
Was so, I mean, he would like.
Also the hit would be like this, and then 2 seconds later. And how many people in the newsroom even know that Rudy Ray Moore existed? Well, Rod over there knew.
Rudy Ray Moore is this dude that was one of the first guys to make films, black guys to make films. But he was like X-rated and pretty raunchy, and the kind of stuff I don't think my dad even had. I mean, he had Red Fox and Skillet and Leroy, but he didn't have Rudy Ray Moore, but I'm very aware of him.
Well, yeah. Rod's 100, so. No, I'm just kidding, Rod, he's not 100.
When the great Titanic hit that mighty iceberg.
You see these movies now, and when I used to see them, I lived in Ohio, and I see them now, and now I know where some of those locations are. Do you see the Ralphs there?
Right.
One in particular, he was doing one of his monologues that I remember hearing on a record, and he was in the Fatburger parking lot on Western by Jefferson.
What's a movie of his?
So there's a Dolomite. There's P.D. Wheatstraw, the Devil's Son-in-Law, which has the most preposterous plot of any movie ever made. P.D. Wheatstraw is approached by the devil, and the devil wants him to marry his daughter, who is extremely ugly. And so P.D. Wheatstraw does not want to marry the devil's daughter, who is super duper ugly. So he has to get out of town to get away from the devil.
Yeah, I can't imagine why it wasn't a success.
In low-budget filming, you've got to think. You got to use your mind, soul, and body, and your brain.
But he is a true star of the screen, and he revolutionized that genre, and I think he influenced a ton of entertainers for years to come, and he will definitely be missed.
Mark Liu this is his first debut on Talk Nerdy.
Well, and if there's anybody who was made for something nerdy, it is so Mark Liu.
So there's a text message that you can get if there's a fire in your area.
Yeah.
How's that work?
So I signed up for it. It's actually really, normally I wouldn't sign up for anything that, I figure the station's going to get a hold of me if they need to get a hold of me. But you do text message 66247, and you get a little text message when the fire breaks out, based on somebody at the internet.
So anything for next week? Anything planned?
No, you know what? I had a lot of people who actually saw the Giants in Action thing, and they were excited about it. So I was thinking maybe you'd like to see me do Tevye at
my goodness,
at age 9 years old.
Anna Tefka, Anna Tefka.
So maybe I'll bring that in. We'll try and figure that out.
So how old were you when you played Tevye?
Well, I guess I was in 5th grade.
So you're 5th grade, and you had how many daughters?
I
have 5 daughters. It's a very potent man.
Well, yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week on Talk Dirty to Me. Again, here's the crappy graphic.
This has been a Daisy Malkoff production.